Hello, my sweet goats. How's it going? Hey, and some not so sweet goats are here too.
Cringy fucking video of my whole life, and I don't know anything about it, so I need to react to it for my first time. Do you want to react Andy with me? This is gonna be a YouTube segment probably. Oh, come sit with me, chat. Sit with me. I have to talk to you about my beautiful day. William Osman posted a video saying, I'm done with all these negative comments, okay? If this is half the video it was told to me that it is, I feel like this is gonna be a fucking banger. This is a great video, dude. Alright, William Osman, you may know him as the hat guy from the H3 podcast. The one who, like, got brought on and then was, like, tossed off or some shit. I don't fucking know. That's all I knew him as, and I don't really know what else he does on YouTube. So, I'm sure he's gonna tell us, though, and I'm sure none of us are gonna care about it, and we're all gonna forget by tomorrow.
This is great. It's one of those videos where you're like, oh, is this titled clickbait? Or is William about to yeet? I am done. I'm done. What am I done with? What am I done of? I don't really know. But I'm...
Right off the bat, is this video clickbait? Or am I about to yeet? Alright, so what does it mean? I'm not really sure. So yes, I guess the answer is clickbait. Good.
I'm just kind of exhausted. I make videos to entertain people. Like, that's the bottom line. Is it's like, I want to entertain people, you know, make them laugh, make them feel like motivated or inspired, and then everything else kind of is secondary. You know, if it pays my bills, if it, you know, puts a roof over my head, that's sort of the secondary effect. It allows.
I'm just wondering, like, when everyone says this, it's such a nice thing to hear in a video, and I'm sure it works well for a lot of people, but, like, is this guy working a second job? Can he afford, like, maybe he's financially well off enough. Can he afford to just take a year off if his content's not up to his liking? Like, if he's not reaching the quality control that he wants, can he just take a certain amount of time entirely off the internet and still be financially viable? Because, I don't know, it seems like a huge foreign concept to the audience. Like, this is my job and this pays my bills, but I'm, like, either so well off that it doesn't matter if I just stop tomorrow for a while, or that's not true and I actually still have to do this for a living. I can tell you that, like, the quality of my content matters, and I think you can see that by the way I act on it, but I never turn around and say, I make this because I make quality content and I want to deliver quality entertainment to my audience. It really is a variety. If I want to do this for a living, and if I want to set out, then I want to do this for a living, right? I don't know.
I feel like I kind of live in this nightmare of making new videos, and I don't know when it happened, but
well, it's probably when you became a YouTuber. I don't know. To be honest, I kind of empathize a lot with what he's saying here, because I find myself in this kind of situation too. But I would never sit down in front of a camera and have this dialogue and upload it to my channel as the content, right?
For the longest time, I would just make something and put it out, and I didn't really care. And as the channel grew, for some reason...
Time out. How's his numbers? 2 million views, 4 million views, 700,000 views, 1 million views, 2 million views. His channel's doing good, so it's not like he just got like one video that bombed.
More and more terrified. Hey, this is really important. I've become more uncomfortable posting stuff. And I know it's unhealthy. I know, like, I feel unhealthy the way that I exist on YouTube. Like, it's not good. It's not the creative aspect of making videos. It's the judgmental and just, I don't know how to say this. Like, I feel like I live in a constant state of, like, criticism.
Dude, what? Is this guy getting fucking demolished on his uploads?
This video...
I built an X-ray machine and people are mad about it. What, all 3,000 of them, dude? Look at this shit. Time out. This negativity is too much to bear. Like, where is the overwhelming negativity?
Welcome.
Egg drop. The 600 dislikes this video got?
Hey guys.
The 600 dislikes this video got? Oh, 19K on this one. This was a real controversial one.
When the house burned down, people figured out a way to be judgmental about it. And, like, that blew my mind. It was the worst time of our lives, and people still somehow figured out how to be negative about it, especially
oh my God,
with the
bro.
GoFundMe. Cameraman John's brother set up a GoFundMe, and people donated money, a lot of money, like more money than I ever could have imagined. And at the time I had like $800 in my checking account. Like I had no idea what to do with it. Like I honestly, if you want to know long story short, I did nothing with it for 2 years. That money literally sat in an account because I didn't know what to do with it. I was so uncomfortable. And since that happened, people have constantly, like, I don't know. I don't want to complain. I don't want to feel like I'm complaining right now, and I feel like I'm complaining. But we went to Disneyland.
Dude, someone described this video before I watched it. All I knew about it is this is the biggest woe is me video ever. Could you imagine being in a fucking position where your house burns down? The worst, he's right, the worst thing that could possibly happen to you, and then the entire community rallies around you, but some internet trolls also like say that you're a fucking e-bagger. And now you have to upload a video crying about it. Like, dude, this is something that I can't empathize with. Like, maybe this bothers him, maybe this keeps him up at night, but what viewer here is like, yeah, people donated like an unreasonably high, I'm gonna even say, like, I didn't even know what to do with it. It was such a high amount of money to help me get back on my feet during the biggest tragedy of my life, but some internet trolls found a way to say that I'm like an asshole for it, and that's what really keeps me up at night. Like, how do you, as the average viewer, who, like, I don't know, works at like a fucking, like retail job, how do you empathize with something like this? Do you hear this? Like, holy shit, dude. It's like tone deaf.
What I'm trying to explain is, like, doing YouTube has this whole dark side of constant judgment, and you can't escape it.
Dude, I'm sorry your fucking house burned down, and I'm sorry that you got placed in a position where people are judgmental for getting to work a fucking dream job, okay? But again, like, this is why influencers are so fucking annoying. Because if you're that fucking guy in my chat right now who's working at a grocery store, if you're working at a Target or a Walmart, and let's say you're working somewhere maybe 45 minutes from your house and you got a long commute during rush hour traffic where you have to work for a shitty boss in your fucking dead-end job so you could pay for college, so you could try to go somewhere else or something like that. That's something some people in my chat probably empathize with. That's probably something that you guys are going through, or something that you've gone through or something. That's like a more relatable scenario to be in. Imagine being that fucking guy and then hearing about some fucking e-celebrity crying because they got a mean comment on Twitter. If you get to make videos for a living, where you get to do cool and creative stuff, you get to be your own boss, you get to pick your own work week, you get to make tons of money off of fucking stream donations like I did, like you guys are literally paying me for coming home from my vacation and spending $1,000 on Star Wars toys. That's not lost on me, by the way, when I say it to you. I'm extremely fucking grateful. You can tell by my inflection. But, like, I'm just saying, like, holy shit, dude. Could you imagine me, like, unironically, like, fucking, I don't know, man. Dude, these 3 comments on Twitter, they really got me down. So, like, could you, like, that's like me turning around and going, like, oh, yeah, you guys donated, like, 25 subs right to start off the stream, but somebody in chat called me fat, and now I don't want to do it anymore. Like, could you imagine how soy that would fucking sound? Oh, my God. It's like the epitome of first world problems. Dude, if the worst part of your fucking day as an influencer is that someone called you a bitch on Twitter, or an asshole, or a fucking grifter, or a loser, or something like that, or posted an unflattering fucking picture of you, first of all, for the most part, you can just fucking block them. You can just get rid of them forever, or whatever, right? With a click of a button. But, I mean, let's say you're not going to. Say that's the worst part of your day. Could you imagine trying to explain that to somebody who just got fired or whatever and has to worry about getting a new position tomorrow? Especially right after the pandemic. Could you imagine having to deliver that? Like, you know what? Yeah, dude, I know that you just got fired, or I know, dude, that, like, you work this shitty job and stuff like that, and you're just trying to get by. But did you know someone called me an asshole on Twitter today? And it's, like, the worst part of my day. Like, I know that, like, I make, like, extremely large sums of money at my own convenience for doing, like, honestly, YouTube's only as hard as you make it. There are people who do, like, next to no fucking work on YouTube and on TikTok, and they make a living doing it. So, yeah, again, like, if you're a YouTuber who works a lot harder, no offense to you, but yeah, for the most part, an easy fucking job. I don't know, dude. It's all woe is me. I don't want to hear it. There are people who are legitimately harassed, swatted, and doxxed who don't complain as much as people who say that a few people on Twitter made them upset. These are people who they shouldn't be online. This isn't a good career option for them. If you can't take any trolling or any harassment of any kind, and you're not willing to use any of the thousands of features on all of these websites to, like, manage them, then I don't really know why you're looking for a career online. Like, someone said to me recently, and I think I read it on Twitter this morning, actually, maybe I'm wrong. This wave of influencers is not equipped to handle the criticism that's bestowed upon them that celebrities have to deal with. And now they're finding out about it the hard way and stuff like that. Well, dude, if the worst part of your job is getting fucking shit on Twitter, then you shouldn't have that job if it's too much for you to bear. All right? You should get a regular fucking job like everybody else. You should hopefully find something in your family or find something around that you can do, or go get a college education and try to work your way up.
There's a whole series of people who were debating, oh, he was renting, he didn't own it, so it's not his house. Yeah, but all my shit burned down. Like, I lost it all. There is a conspiracy video on YouTube still, to this day, that calls me a crisis actor. And it's serious. It's not a joke.
Alright, that's unhinged. But, like, who fucking cares about that, dude? I'm sorry. Like, oh my god.
And there's a whole comment section about how bad my acting is. What I'm trying to say is, like, generally, 90% of everything is so positive. Maybe even 99%.
Yeah, dude, one whole
so
video.
There is this percentage of, like, this extreme negativity. Like in the X-ray video. I didn't show this comment because it pissed me off so much. For some reason, it still bothers me. Smart guy, one of the top percent, doesn't even have a slim girlfriend. Welcome to the...
Oh my god, dude. Like, that's like the bottom of the barrel meme. Oh, god.
Welcome to the modern West. Like, if you want to make fun of me, make fun of me. But why...
Dude, just delete the comment. Are you kidding me?
Why are you coming after my family? Like, it's like it's like a punching bag. I feel like a punching bag. And my only option is to not look at anything. Because even if I look at 99% of, like, positive, even... being online and making something and showing, like, you give it to me, like, here's this thing I made. Like, I put my soul, I literally put a part of my soul into everything I make. Like, it takes me way longer than you guys would imagine to make a video. And then someone comes along and uses you as a punching bag. And even though 99% of everything is amazing and positive, it's really hard to explain why even a handful of just nasty comments can...
It's because you're not cut out for this. Like, that's the only reason.
And
like, it literally is. It's just, this is not your profession. I don't know, dude. You can reap all the rewards of being a big internet figure with, like, a huge platform. And like, you get fucked up because someone said that your girlfriend was fat. I don't know, dude. That just sounds like somebody who doesn't belong online. I mean, it's mean to say, and, like, that can't be my answer for everything. Like, oh my god, fucking... X, Y, and Z, like, doesn't belong online. They should just get the fuck out of here. It's like these people, when I see, like, Boogie2988, and I see, like, this William Osman guy now, it's just, like, and even Alinity to a certain extent. If you can't use what's at your disposal, like, if you don't want people to talk about your girlfriend, then remove fat girlfriend as something that goes through the comments. And by the way, I don't even know if his girlfriend's fat. She probably is a perfectly fucking thin girl or whatever. Or even if she isn't, it doesn't matter about her body type. I'm using fat girlfriend because that's the explanation, but maybe I shouldn't. Let's say that somebody's calling you low IQ, all right? Let's say somebody calls you low IQ all the time, and you don't want to be known as low IQ. Then why don't you just go in your YouTube comment section and filter out the word IQ. Why don't you just remove that word? It'll all go into the filter box. You don't have to delete any comments. They're all still there. Or you could have a channel manager or a moderator go through and do that for you. Or if you're on Twitch, you have, like, a banned words list. You have tons of moderators who can clean out your chat. If it gets too dicey, you have sub-only mode. If you want to go on Twitter, dude, you don't even have to block anybody. They don't even know it's a problem. You could just go through your muted terms list and remove tons of shit you never want to see, and nobody will ever be the wiser. Why wouldn't you do that if it bothers you too much? Nobody says you have to be like a fucking Iron Man, like made out of fucking, like, I don't know, metals and shit like this, dude, and be a fucking robot and never feel, like, upset about stuff people say to you online. Nobody's saying that you have to be like this fucking Chad Gigamale and run around and, like, fucking pretend that nothing anybody ever says to you, it doesn't, like, I don't know, dude. It's just, there are so many ways to mitigate this and try to prevent this from happening that you could just take that are so simple. They're built into the websites where you really have to do next to nothing to accomplish it. So I don't fucking understand for the life of me how these people get into situations where they act this way. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Maybe I'm just, like, weak.
Yes.
But it makes me sad. And it's like, I don't want to...
I know, that's part of being weak.
But I feel like I shouldn't read the comments because there are comments...
Like, all these websites, like, you know what probably happened after this video? I don't know for a fact, but people probably complained to YouTube about this video. Like, why is YouTube not doing more? And these dumb fucking influencers, these brain dead influencers, make these videos crying about YouTube, and it's so hard to be a fucking e-celebrity and make tons of money by doing next to nothing. And, like, at the end of the day, they choose to not even exercise their abilities to fucking, like, do anything about it. Like, they have the ability to go and filter these comments. They can bring in more moderators. They can bring in channel admins. They can bring in all these people who have, like, a no downside, only upside to bring, like, the actual people on to do this. And it's like, I don't know. I don't want to do that, man. It seems like a lot of work. Or they just don't even know the feature exists and they complain to YouTube about it. And then YouTube gets a bad rap. None of this is YouTube's fault, dude. If you post something online and somebody says something mean about it, that's your fucking fault, dude.
Things like, I miss William before his house burned down. I can't help but feel like kind of defeated all the time.
That's a quote that I've heard before. Somebody said to Creepshow Art that you were better off when you were homeless. Now, that person's probably a piece of shit. Now, Creepshow Art turned out to be a degenerate or whatever, but, like, here's the thing. Nobody fucking deserves a comment like that. You were better off when you were homeless. You were better off before your house burned down. I'm sure if William Osman decided that, like, oh my god, dude, I'm gonna go back in time and stop my house from burning down, even if that was, like, a pivotal moment in his career, which I don't even know if it was, and, like, it took away his YouTube fame and he gets to keep all of his all the stuff, like, with his family and all the pictures and all the shit that was probably lost in the fire. Maybe he turns around and he goes, yeah, I'll do it all, whatever. If he had the option, I'm sure he fucking would want to get his house back from being fucking burned down. But, like, even in that case, I don't think it's YouTube's fault that you commented that. I don't think it's Twitter's fault that someone said that about Creepshow. I think that you being the fucking person with this gigantic platform filled with thousands of people who compliment you and give you money to do, like, basically nothing every single day, I'm pretty sure you could manage that, right? You just block that person. You'll never see him again. Maybe he'll make a new account. You just block him again, dude. I don't know. Maybe you just step away from the internet and go hang out with friends and realize that, like, one guy's comment on YouTube isn't the end of the world and that, like, I don't know, there is a tomorrow, buddy. It's just, I don't know. Like, this guy fixated on one comment about his girlfriend's weight from one video and then put it in a YouTube video to talk about it. All right. So everybody says, like, cyberbullying isn't real, blah, 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 blah. Cyberbullying is real. Cyberbullying is when you get fucking doxxed and swatted, okay? Cyberbullying is when you're afraid to leave your fucking house. Cyberbullying is when there's someone fucking stalking you on your Twitch stream and the police won't do anything about it, like fucking Sweet Anita, okay? That's what fucking... That's when cyberbullying turns into real bullying, and that's when, like, fucking actual shit's happening. Cyberbullying is not, I got called a mean word on YouTube for a majority of influencers. Maybe in high school, if somebody tweeted something fucking mean about you, it would be a big deal, but not when you fucking reach audiences of 200 fucking thousand people to, like, fucking 5 million people, okay, dude? That's just, it doesn't work like that. I'm sorry. Like, at some point, like, there are gonna be, like, people who can't be fucking managed. All right, this is the same, like, we're not responsible for our entire audience bullshit, and then people pretend that we are. Like, no, I'm sorry. The platform can't manage every single person. That's why there's user controls for this shit. And they shouldn't. I don't think that the person who made that mean comment should be barred from talking online forever because he made a comment about your house burning down. Unfortunately, that probably really upset you. And maybe Twitter, who knows, maybe they would have done something about it. But, like, I don't know, man. You don't even have to ignore comments. Hire somebody for a small fee to go through and moderate your comment section. Plenty of YouTubers do this. Look, is it bitchy? If Angelica Oles did that, would I fucking shit on her? Absolutely. She's a drama channel. She talks about people for a living. Is William Osman a drama channel that talks about people for a living? No. Do I give a fuck what William Osman says about, like, drama? No. So do I fucking care if William Osman can take criticism? No. I don't give a fuck if William Osman hides a YouTube comment of somebody who's, like, who called his fucking girlfriend fat. Nobody gives a shit, dude.
That, but I'm gonna fat shame here too. This fat piece of shit literally fucking earlier said I'm oozing with estrogen.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, all these people get so hell-bent on fucking, oh, you can't take criticism, you can't take criticism. Do you know when you can't take criticism matters? When you're talking about somebody who criticizes people for a living, or somebody who's fucking, like, scam people, harass people, and they're being a hypocrite about it. Somebody who's done something wrong and they're actively trying to hide from it. Yeah, you can't take criticism. Nobody gives a fuck, dude, if Ryan's toy reviews can take criticism. That's a good one. Yeah, nobody cares if Ryan's toy reviews can take criticism. Yeah, I don't care if William Osman takes criticism well. I don't care if Long Beach Griffey takes criticism well. I don't care if, like, That guy who does the Subway videos on YouTube Shorts can take criticism well. Or the guy who does the Cold Stone Creamery ice cream videos where he makes them. Oh, wow, you're a real bitch. Lol. I don't know.
Like, what do you mean you miss me before my house burned? Like, why are you even sharing that? Do you want to see what my first...
Yeah, because he knows you... Well, I don't know, dude. I'm going to be honest with you. After this video, I feel like you're going to get tons of comments like that because you just told every single person who had no idea this affected you that you could be so triggered by these comments. And I guarantee he'll make another video like 2 years down the line or go on a podcast talking about how this was a misstep for him or something, about how much more harassment, quote unquote, he's gotten from this. But dog, I don't know, dude. You just told everybody that you're like easily fucking offended. So I guarantee your comments, while they're going to be praising this video, in the future are going to be really bad to the point where it's like...
And so there's a place where the comments sort of are even worse. It's the subreddit, the William Osman subreddit, because it's specific to me. Like,
dude, could you imagine if Boogie2988 made this video? Like, realistically, somebody who's not looked at favorably. Could you imagine if Boogie2988 released this exact video and started talking about his subreddit, or like Sam and Tolkien? Oh my god, would this be the talk of the town? Nobody would be giving that Boogie a positive praise or positive look at this.
nobody stumbles across that on accident. Like, somebody goes there specifically to talk about or share memes about me. And it's like, I do lurk there. And I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. 90% positive. But there is just this, like, kind of just, I don't know how to describe it other than kind of like weird, disgusting, like, speculation about. This
whole video is, why doesn't everyone on the internet like me? I don't understand. I'm such a likable guy. I have no idea why people wouldn't like me. That's my vibe I get from this entire video.
About me, who's somebody you guys have never met. And I, you know, constructive criticism is always important. But there's a point where it's no longer constructive. The state of William's videos at the moment. Hi all. First of all, I don't want to come across as disrespectful in any way. I have been an avid...
Oh my god, he's reading hate posts on Reddit? I didn't expect it to get this bad.
...fan of Big Willie since the early days of his channel. But nowadays, I don't think he has the same level of content that he used to produce. Do you guys think this is the case? Why or why not? I think it would bother...
Wait a minute, that's like such a not offensive comment. That's what he's starting with? That's the benchmark that we're going to be judging every other comment he talks about on? That is the most tame hate comment I've ever heard.
Bother me less if it was downvoted into oblivion, but it's not?
Wait!
Why or what level of...
I gotta hear that again. Time out.
I'm a fan of Big Willie since the early days of his channel, but nowadays...
Half of this is him sucking his dick!
I don't think he has the same level of content that he used to produce. Do you guys think this is the case? Why or why not?
Oh my god!
I think it would bother me less if it was downvoted into oblivion, but it's not. And even though I know that it's stupid and that I shouldn't listen to it,
I can't even pretend that that's like a fucking crazy... It's not. That's not a crazy statement at all. Someone can have the opinion that your content isn't as, like, good as it used to be, that you're not putting the same effort in. Wait, are we kidding?
And that feels pathetic. It feels pathetic that it bothers me. Where it's like, oh, like, just, you know, why? Like, you're. It's like dehumanizing. Like, people sort of, they put...
It's dehumanizing? That was honestly I honestly think that was a criticism comment. Wait, what the fuck?
Oh, just, you know, why? Like, you're. It's like dehumanizing. Like, people sort of, they put, you know, a YouTuber up at this, like, god tier level. Like, oh, this is like, this person is, you cannot... They're on.
This is like a guy getting responded to once on Twitter saying you fell off and deleting his whole channel. That's what I feel like. Oh my god.
Affected by any sort of insult or mean thing. And then they proceed to dehumanize them. It's like, well, they're not affected by me being a jackass, and so I'm going to therefore be a jackass. No specific, no nothing. How am I supposed to learn from this as what to do differently? You guys don't know a lot about me. Because the audience, they don't want to see me suffer. Like, they don't want to see me being homeless. But there's this part on the flip side where they don't want to see you succeed. People do not want to see...
Well, you can count me on that list. I don't want to see you succeed. This is embarrassing. This is an embarrassing performance.
I'm gonna need you to just hang out down on the floor for like...
Oh, here's my cat. You know, feel bad for me. Look at my cat.
YouTuber, I started off and I made maybe 10 views a video. I posted a video to get 10 views, and I made no money.
This is a bad John Swan video. Unironically, think of the worst John Swan video, the Empathize with Dream one. This is a bad John Swan video.
But I feel like you see the fact now that I'm hesitant to talk about the fact that I bought a car is so sad. In 2019, I bought a Model 3 Tesla.
Oh my god! I was about to say, is it a Tesla? Because I'm drawing so many comparisons between him and Boogie. Dude, this is like if Boogie got canceled in 2021.
I said, I'm either going to buy used cars for the rest of my life or a car that drives itself. And when I had made enough money where I could buy a car that drove itself, I bought a car that drove itself. And I haven't told you guys because I'm still traumatized from the GoFundMe. Like everything I ever did, like so many instances, people just say, I see you're using the GoFundMe money well. You're using the GoFundMe money well. You're using the GoFundMe money well. I'm not even going to tell you what I did with the GoFundMe money. I didn't buy a car with it, though. I bought that with money I made. There's this term, this paradox, I call it the Emma Chamberlain paradox, where relatability will bring success. And success will kill your relatability.
This is what every Twitch socialist feels. This is why the Hassan Piker house drama is so big.
Right now, this is going to sound bad, but I kind of hate making YouTube videos. It's not it's not the video itself, it's the what comes when I post a video. The negativity or the criticism or the fear of failure. And so it causes...
He literally just said it outright. I hate making videos because I hate the criticism. It's right there. It's in plain English. He said, like, earlier he kind of quantified, yeah, it's not all about the criticism. But based off the comment that he used as his first example, now, keep in mind, we talk about this a lot on the Nick DeOrio channel. When you're going to establish an argument, for the most part, you're going to lead with your best point because you have a certain amount of time to talk about this stuff. This video is 22 minutes. Odds are he's not going to lead off with a weak point to try to set the stage. I'm the only idiot who makes my videos with the most damning thing at the end where half the people don't even get there to see it. I'm the only dumb person who does that. And I think it adds a lot to my video where I build it or whatever, but that's not what he's trying to do here. He's trying to explain something down to the point. His first example was really fucking light, and that now has shaped my bias for the rest of this video. Because now when I know he's talking about like hate and he's talking about like criticism, he's talking about people who say something like, you were better before. It wasn't even you were better off when you were homeless. He added that in kind of to poison the well. That guy's comment literally said, the quality isn't where it used to be. The fuck does that even mean? By the way, I hate to draw this like this conclusion here. He's literally saying, I hate making videos, and then he's saying that people can tell he hates making videos. Like people are saying the quality isn't where it used to be. Well, maybe a reason why the quality isn't where it used to be is because you're not enjoying making the videos that you've already established you make because you enjoy making them. Like this video is, I make videos because I want to entertain people and I enjoy it, okay? Then you tell us you're no longer enjoying making these videos. Then you show an example from your subreddit of somebody saying that the videos don't feel the same as they used to. I feel like we can draw what happened here pretty simply just from the story you're giving us. I don't know if everything here is related, but it does paint a pretty good picture of the problem that's happening here. Maybe you should stop reading comments. Maybe you should moderate comments better. Maybe you should give it another shot. In a couple months, start making videos again. And as long as you're not looking at all the shit that you don't want to see, maybe that'll boost your morale and maybe your videos will be better. I don't know. Just a theory. A game theory. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know if I can watch much more of this. This is like, you have to be a masochist to watch this guy make this fucking cringe compilation live for us. It's really embarrassing. I don't know. This is like, this should have stayed in your drafts, the video. I don't know. I don't know what to say here. God. Like, I feel like I need to take a shower. This video is disgusting. Does anybody feel bad for this guy? What's the overall... I guarantee it's a huge positive ratio. Because all of these feel bad for me pieces are. But, Jesus, this is the most woe is me video I've ever seen. At the end of this video, he gets a bunch of creators to talk about hate. No. What did you expect from a YouTube burnout video? Dude, there are plenty of YouTube burnout videos that never reach this level of cringe. Like, I've had the YouTube burnout conversation with chat, but I've never been like, guys, somebody said that my old content was better than my new content, and it has defeated me, and I now sit in 12 hours of solidarity at my computer where I struggle to think whether I'm going to hit the upload button. I don't know, dude. I'm sorry. This is like fucking... This is another level. I to be honest, if this guy was at VidCon, I think I would like actually dip him. Not like what I did with the other people where I just didn't have a chance to meet them. I unironically wouldn't want to meet this person. He sounds really fucking insane. Is he
Is this gonna be really offensive?
Wait, he started crying?
A lot of times. Do you
Oh
really
my
want
God.
me to listen? No, this is okay. I just don't. Don't put it in the blackmail folder, okay?